Well, Matheus Cunha to Man United personal terms are really very, very close. I might say very, very, very close. Welcome to the United Matters channel, and you guys are really having fun. And Man United is really preparing for its game on Thursday as they play away at Atletico Bilbao. And United has gotten news that Nico Williams is back. Over the weekend, Nico Williams came off the bench and really played in that game where his brother Inaki Williams had already gone ahead to obviously score a goal. But all that and more on Wednesday or Tuesday. That's when I'm obviously going to be dropping you what I'm thinking about the probable starting 11 and the match preview and who I expect to be in and out in here onto the United Matters channel. We are talking Matheus Rashford. We are also having a very big say into Sekou Kone and how he's obviously trying to make ends meet at the club of Manchester United. Continue to subscribe because we want to hit 21,000 subscribers, and you know we are left with like 400. So please, lower right bottom corner is the place to be, and smash the black button that has the word subscribe. Now let's obviously start it off with Matteo Moretto. I rarely see two people who are really so much sunk into the transfer business when they really work together and they offer two different all information that doesn't really follow up into the same lane. Fabrizio Romano and Matteo Moretto have been some of those journalists that I've gone ahead to see be onto the same lives together. I've gone ahead to see Fabrizio Romano bring on this guy known as Moretto, and he has earned all the respect from Fabrizio Romano. And I tell you what, it's no longer the same business in there. Fabrizio Romano trusts him a lot, and the moment Fabrizio brings you on his platform, that means you are really special, and you've gone ahead to see to it that you do things the way he wants them to be. Now, these two have gone ahead to differ. Yesterday, after the game of football between Manchester United and Bournemouth that ended all level, Matteo Moretto told us that Man United have already reached a verbal agreement with Matheus Cunha. United intend to pay his 62.5 million release clause in the coming weeks, and he was 100% sure that United have reached a verbal agreement with Matheus Cunha. You understand? Now, if a verbal agreement has been reached, that means those are personal terms done and dusted. And I was like, these personal terms are really done and dusted, and let's wait and see how things are really going to pan out for the club of Manchester United. But guess who came in? It was none other than Fabrizio Romano, and this is what he had to say. Fabrizio Romano came up and obviously said the following: that Man United keep working to seal Matheus Cunha's deal very soon. Plan confirmed since 1 week ago. Negotiations underway on final contract details for Brazilians who is keen on joining the project. Now, the other one is saying personal terms are really done and dusted. Fabrizio Romano is like negotiations on final contract, and final contract is all about the personal terms, because for United and Wolverhampton Wanderers, there is no need to even come up and obviously discuss about how much they are supposed to pay. You understand? There is no need to even discuss that, because it's written all over the wall that this is a release clause that doesn't need any negotiations. That is it. No negotiation is needed. All what is needed is Man United to pay the 62.5 million pounds to Wolverhampton Wanderers, and whatever team agrees personal terms with Matheus Cunha and goes ahead to clear the 62.5 million pounds will have to sign this player in particular, and that is Matheus Cunha. So for now, I would like to let you know that there are really negotiations underway, and Fabrizio Romano is the main man that broke the story of Matheus Cunha to Manchester United. So when he comes out and really speaks, I really give him a lot of respect, because I know what he has gone through to obviously break the story. And very many people are looking at Victor Osimhen, and as I told you that earlier, we had gotten reports from Turkey that Victor Osimhen was obviously going to be signing for the side of Man United, and personal terms have gone ahead to be agreed, and now all left is to agree a deal with Napoli. But as I came and really threw in my teaser that Why is it that that deal is in its final stages, as being reported by Turkish sides, but not tier one journalists like Fabrizio Romano, David Austin, Sami McBell, DiMarzio, Matt Lowe, and very many others have come up to obviously break this story yet. It's a story of Manchester United, and it's very hard for a story of Manchester United to obviously be broken by people who are really in England and other team one journalists, and then it's broken by people in Turkey. That really beat my understanding. Was like, something's not right. And at the end of it all, David Austin came up and told us that it's not obviously gonna go that side. So wait and see how that pans out. But it looks like the personal terms are really close, and Fabrizio Romano is like, the deal is obviously gonna be happening, and this guy has gone ahead to give United his yes. And who am I talking about? I'm talking about a player known as Matheus Cunha. Over the weekend, he was part of the team that really scored for Wolverhampton Wanderers, and I tell you what, he is sorry about that. He is a multifunctional player if you've been following him up for some time, and he's Brazilian. His physicality is really unquestionable, and when you talk about his intensity and work rate, he's like a donkey at work. So we are waiting for that. Here we go. Those three magical words from Fabrizio Romano, that Matheus Cunha to Manchester United. Here we go. Personal terms are really closing in, and remember, the Premier League is left with 3 games to go. United want to sign Matheus Cunha as soon as possible. So that's what we've gone ahead to get in through from Fabrizio Romano and very many others about Matheus Cunha and Mateo Moreto from Spain. So I don't know what your thoughts are about that story, but it's really one of the big stories that you need to obviously go through and really listen to. And for those that want to get me their views, the comment section is all open and clear for you. Go ahead and do the needful. Now, let's leave Matheus Cunha there, and let's obviously get to the player known as Marcus Rashford. David Austin breaks the story. Marcus Rashford is expected to miss the remainder of Aston Villa's season with a hamstring injury. Now, if you've been following up for some time, Marcus Rashford in the recent 1-2 seasons has been really an injury-prone player, and even that season where he scored 30 goals, you saw to it that the manager played him on what we call injections. That is Marcus Rashford for you. So at Aston Villa, I think he has done his job. He has scored the goals, has put in the assists, and that's why teams like PSG and Barcelona have joined the queue that want to sign him. Aston Villa want to keep the player, but they don't want to obviously pay the amount of money that PSG and Barcelona are willing to pay for Marcus Rashford. But this hamstring injury comes in through when the player has proven that he still has that aura of a good player, that he can obviously come up and really do the needful for any team that really does the needful. So as it stands right now, we're here to see to it that we wait and see how Marcus Rashford really comes back at at Carrington, and which decision is going to be taken. Is he going to be getting his treatment at Aston Villa or at Manchester United? Those are all what we are waiting in for right about now, and that is Marcus Rashford for you. And then after Marcus Rashford, let's do a story of Sekou Kone, signed from is it Mali, and he was scouted by Manchester United in that under-17 World Cup that was played. So Man United have gone ahead to see either obviously the needful to get this guy fit into the society very well. Remember, they're a French-speaking nation, and English has been his problem. Now, we've been told by Steve Railstone that Sekou Kone began English lessons immediately after his arrival, but Binion, under 21 manager, David Hughes, assistant, and Rowe, player coach, have taken French lessons to communicate with him. So, if you are here and you've not really gone ahead to obviously respect what players go through in as far as language is concerned, then this is a very huge example that even the managers went ahead to take what we call French lessons. It shows you how hugely they really respect this guy in the dressing room of Manchester United and what they see in him. I told you that the preseason is gonna be one of those breeding grounds for players like Sekou Kone, Tokov Shialesi, Tekov Harry Amaz, Tekov Kunkuchi, Tokov Chido Obi Martin, Lusale, and very many others, that will travel with the club to Sweden and then later to the United States of America, maybe some parts of Asia, to really send a message to the manager of Manchester United, known as Ruben Amorim, that we are ready to get into your team. You understand? So guys, thank you very much for watching through. That is Sekou Kone for you, and he has started taking English lessons because of how United wants him to bond with the rest of the players in there. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. Rokan David is my name. Your thoughts on to Matheus Cunha personal terms are close. What do you make about it? What do you make about Marcus Rashford getting an injury? Could that hinder United's jackpot they had hit for Barcelona and PSG to join the queue to obviously cause a bidding war? What do you think about it? And Sekou Kone, one of those players that I believe is going to be one of the best midfielders in the Premier League from the Academy of Manchester United, has taken English lessons, and he has taken them because he believes that he needs to be communicating to his fellow players easier. Good night. Bye-bye for now.